Tony D. Shit. One of these. Cornbread.
Welcome to the Sex, Travel, Sports, Food Podcast with your host, Cousin Cornbread on ANDS Radio. That's ain't no damn station radio. We're delivering this straight to your earphones, your car speakers, and sound bars on that Wi-Fi, hotspots, Ethernet, T1 lines, shared data plans, or however you get on the internet. And we about to go ahead and get this commentary in and solve life's problems. Y'all ready? Set, go. Yeah. It's Cornbread. Hey man, welcome back to Sex, Travel, Sports, Food Podcast with your host, your favorite cousin Cornbread. Yeah man, we about to back up on episode number 27. You hear me? And I appreciate everybody coming back, man. And especially everybody that gave me some feedback on last episode 26, with my special guest, Miss Rue. Y'all like that one. Y'all really like that episode, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all feedback on that. We will be having Miss Rue back on as a co-host. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Cause she all over the place, man. She got all kinds of stuff going on. She came from a photo shoot when she did that show, the last episode. She came from a photo shoot because, you know, apparently she about to be the social media queen, man. Or somebody's queen. But apparently she got a whole bunch of stuff going on, man. So y'all go check out Miss Rue. And she's tagged on Instagram in the post on there. So y'all can go check out her page, interact with her, all that good stuff, man. But if you haven't listened to episode 26, make sure you go listen to episode 26, because that was a good one. And you know, it was a lot of stuff on there about online dating and the struggles and complications that come along with online dating, getting catfished, getting toothfished, all kinds of stuff, man. And that toothfish jump was funny because people just don't be having their dental game in order, So anyway, go check that joint out, man. They got very positive feedback. Everybody thought it was funny. They loved it. So if you haven't heard it, go check it out. All right. On this episode right here, man, I'm gonna keep it a little bit shorter on this one and give y'all a little bit more specific topics going forward. That's gonna be my little switch up going forward, man, on the podcast. I'm gonna try to focus on specific things, and I had started doing that with starting focusing on dating or doing the travel reviews and things like that. But on this one right here, man. Oh, and you know, I might be all over the place. But anyway, I mentioned travel reviews. I do have a travel review coming up on my trip to Italy that I took last month. So y'all stay tuned for that coming up soon. But anyway, in this episode right here, episode 27, I'm gonna title this junk "The Bad and Boujee Case of Romaine Lettuce and the L in Salmon." Okay, Bad and Boujee, the case of romaine lettuce and the L in salmon. Okay, so what I've noticed, man, I've got a little story for y'all. A lot of people hear my stories, and they just be funny because it'll be real life. I don't even be making this stuff up, man. But people are just funny. You know what I'm saying? Life be funny. So let me give y'all a little story, man, about romaine lettuce. Okay, so first of all, let me backtrack a little bit. So, bad and bougie is something I think is a goofy ass term, first of all, but I'm using it because it's just something that people have been saying over the past few years. I think being quote unquote bougie is not a bad thing. It's good. Right? You're supposed to want better things and all those things, right? So like, I never understood why it was a negative term. You know, maybe if you like an elitist or something like that, maybe. But just being bougie, which is a complete butchering of the word, by the way. But I don't even feel like getting into the actual words and definitions and pronunciations and enunciations and all those things. I don't even feel like going through that right now. So just for the purposes of this show and life, to make my life easier, we're not going to even get into the fact that bougie is not a real word. Okay, but anyway. So you should be bougie, like want better for yourself. You want to aspire to more, okay? So it ain't a big deal, but anyway, years ago, I worked with this chick, man, and she was like the definition of bougie, right? But she was kind of like bougetto, which was bougie mixed with ghetto, okay? And even with that term ghetto, I don't really like that either. But like I said, for the purposes of the general public, I'm gonna just go with it. Okay. But she was bougetto because she was trying to be bougie. And but because of her, upbringing in the trap, she didn't really know how to, to express it properly, and in what proper context to be quote unquote bougie and how to do it. So anyway, here's the example. So I worked with her, right? She would always show up, dressed down. She was a real label whore and all this stuff. So she had like all the Gucci, all the Fendi, all the other shit I don't know because I'm not a label whore. So she had all this stuff on all the time, right? Like all these fancy clothes. She drove like a Benz, but it was like an old ass Benz. And that's a standard thing for bougetto people to do, is they get like an old model Benz just to say they got a Benz, or an old model Lexus to say they got a Lexus, stuff like that, right? So that's one of the things she had. She like this old model Benz, but she could always, hey, I had to take the Benz to the shop. She would come into work. Oh, I had to drop the Benz off and all this shit, right? So I'm like, all right, whatever, man. So, stuff like that. She was, we were working in the government profession, government contracting profession, and everybody made pretty decent money in the jump, but ain't nobody ball in that specific spot anyway. Nobody was really balling like that. Like she wasn't balling. She was under me actually at that point, and I know I wasn't balling, so I know she wasn't balling. Okay, as far as salary is concerned. So she was always talking about her Benz and all this, and she was also a realtor on the side. So she had all this stuff going on about all these houses and stuff she was selling. But you looked it up, and she wasn't really selling no houses in real life. All right, so look. So what happened is we go. One of our coworkers was leaving, and we all go out to like Applebee's or one of them places, like either Applebee's or Fridays or something like that. I think it was Applebee's though. We get there, everybody orders the food. Now, the food, everybody's going around the table ordering whatever they ordering, and she's like, oh, I'm on a diet, so I'm just going to, I think I have to go with a salad, so everybody's asking, what y'all getting? What you getting? I'm getting the popcorn shrimp. I'm getting the steak, whatever. So she said she's getting the salad, and she's like, I'm getting the wedge salad. So I'm looking at the wedge, I'm like, I hate wedge salads. I hate them. Because they're useless, right? They just give you a big ass piece of iceberg lettuce and sprinkle some crumbled blue cheese and bacon on it, right? And call that like a salad. But it's goofy because it's like iceberg lettuce is irritating to my soul, okay? Because it's useless. It don't taste good. It don't taste like nothing. And we all know it has no nutritional value, right? So I'm like, man. And that's what I said. I was just like, man, iceberg lettuce blows my life. Like, I hate iceberg lettuce. And she was like, yeah, but it's one of the only things on the menu that I can eat because I'm on a diet. And, I typically, they don't really have a lot of salad options here. But typically, I would just eat Romanian lettuce and continue, and go along with whatever salad that is, or mixed greens or anything like that. And I was like, hold on, wait. You said what? Did you say Romanian lettuce? And she said, yeah, Romanian lettuce is just such a great option, and it does have nutritional value, and you can mix it with spinach and mixed field greens and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So now I'm in it, right? Because I'm like, this motherfucker just said Romanian lettuce, y'all. Like, I'm looking around to see if anybody else heard it, right? Like, oh, shit. She said Romanian lettuce. Because what the fuck is Romanian lettuce? Right, so now I'm gonna fuck with her because I just fuck with people, right? I talk shit, I fuck with people. So I said, look, man, so I said, yeah, man, Romanian lettuce. I said, yeah, I eat it too. I said, what you really need to do is if you like Romanian lettuce, you should definitely try Hungarian lettuce. Because I heard that this kind of like is similar, but it's a little bit more crisp. Right? So she's like, really? I said, yeah, girl. I said, look, make sure. I said, look, next time you're in the grocery store, go over there and ask them. If you don't see it sitting out there, if you don't see the Hungarian lettuce sitting out there, then make sure you ask them in the back because they might have it. Everybody don't know about it. Or go to like Mom's Organic or Trader Joe's or something. They might have it there. This is before Whole Foods was out. So I was like, yeah, so go, see if they got the Hungarian lettuce over there. And she was like, okay, I'm going to check that out. I said, yeah, make sure you check that out. So the whole time now, one of my older coworkers, this lady sitting at the other side of the table, she's shaking her head at me, right? So I'm like, man. So she's like, Corn, you ain't shit. Like she mouths that to me, right? So I'm like, man, that joke is so funny because old Boujee is over here really thinking that Romanian lettuce is a thing. Romanian, man. And if y'all not getting that, the real term is romaine lettuce. Okay, not Romanian, is romaine. All right, so now I continue along with it though. Okay, because now I'm really messing with her. So I'm just like, yeah, man. I said the crazy thing about Romanian and Hungarian lettuce is that how they keep it fresh. During that transatlantic flight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the crazy part about it. If you think about it, like, you put the lettuce in the Romanian lettuce in your refrigerator for 2-3 days, the junk be all wilted and fucked up. I said, I wonder what kind of packing process and what kind of preservation and refrigeration process they use to keep their lettuce so fresh during that trip. I want to use that in my refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? Because if they can get it all the way from Romania and Hungary, oh man, and they could keep it that fresh. I was like, man, I need to use that. She was like, yeah, that's a good point. I was like, I know, girl. Shit. And then I was like, man, that's the only benefit of iceberg lettuce is that it stay a little bit longer. So I just go into it, right? I just kept messing with her about it. And the crazy thing is, I think till this day, she probably saying Romanian lettuce. So, man, listen, let me tell y'all something, man. Do not let your friends be out here saying Romanian lettuce, okay? Always correct your friends, man. Like, if they your people, like, she was my coworker. She was cool, but I just wanted to let her go ahead and live with that because she was so Boujee. I was like, man, she probably eating Romanian lettuce, salads, in her 87 Benz. You know what I'm talking about? Like, just go ahead, let her live her life. She gonna feel good. She probably gonna take a picture of her. You know how the Boujee joints, they got like the low class Benzes, right? They just take pictures of the steering wheel with their fingernails, and like their fingernails be done with the glitter or whatever whatever extra little fingernail joint they just got their little feel done or whatever. So they take a picture with the nails on the steering wheel and they be like, post some shit like blessed or never thought I'd be here or some shit like that with just a picture of the steering wheel and the hand. Right, that's all they show you because they got an 87 Benz. They got an 87 C-Class. And they out here talking about Benz this and Benz that, man. That don't be so funny to me. But yeah, so don't let your people say Romanian lettuce. Always correct them. And, and you don't have to do it in a mean way. Just pull them to the side. Don't you be like, look, you let them do it. Don't out them in front of nobody necessarily, right? Unless they resisting. Now, what you do is you just kind of go at them, pull them to the side and be like, look, shawty. Look, my man, whoever it is, right? Look, it ain't Romanian lettuce, dog. It's just not. It's romaine lettuce. So going forward, as you continue to boast about your nutritional goals and your menu selections, just make sure that you pronounce the word right. Okay? And just know what the word is. Okay? Know what you're eating, if you want to boast about it. And then you let them go forward. Now, and if you catch them after that, if you catch them after the fact with hitting somebody with the Romanian, then you just gotta out them right there. Or you just, you unfriend them on Facebook. Don't be friends with nobody that's saying Romanian letters. That's all I want to say. The next thing is, a lot of those same types of people, the Bougettos, right, they will pronounce the L in salmon. They will, and they like it. Okay? And they have no idea, or some of them will say idea. That's another thing that bothers me when people say idea. What the fuck is the idea? With the R. What is that? What the fuck is that? Who came up with that? Anyway. Yeah, they will pronounce that L, and it's so emphatically when they say the L in the salmon, they say that shit with emphasis. They always say salmon, and when they say it, you know what I hear? Like, so, they say salmon, right? They put a lot of emphasis. So what I hear, because it bothers me so much, I hear Salmon. That's what I hear. That's like literally what I hear versus, what they said. Because that L is so off and so wrong. Okay? And you need to correct them in those situations too. You just pull them to the side again. Don't call them out at the table in front of everybody, in front of the waitress at your little cheesecake factory or whatever y'all at, right? Don't call them out right there. Just pull them to the side. If y'all go to the bathroom at the same time, just hit them in the bathroom. Hey, look. I heard you ordering your salmon out there. I heard you say salmon. And so I just want to let you know that the L is silent, so it's salmon, right? Just act like the L is not there, okay? And I know it's written there, but it's just not. You don't say the L. You don't pronounce the L, okay? And I feel you, and I usually feel people on the L because it is there, right? It's there. Like, it's kind of intuitive to not say it in real life, right? Just from, sounding shit out. But it's just how it is. Okay, so you just, you want to correct your friends, but, do it in private, do it to the side, and then let them choose after that going forward if they want to be willfully disrespectful to the English language. Right? I wasn't going to say willfully ignorant, but I ain't going to use that word. It's disrespectful, right? So, like, just for instance, real life example, my grandma, she called me up the other day. She was like, "Hey, baby, what you doing?" Granny. I was like, nothing, chilling, about to go get some food, go get some lunch or whatever. She go, "Okay, well, I was just over here about to make some salmon cakes, and if you want to stop by and get you a cup of salmon cake." I said, Grandma, it ain't salmon, man. She said, "What you mean? What you mean, Boo?" That's my family name, Boo. So she like, "What you mean, Boo?" I said, "Grandma, you don't pronounce the L in salmon?" Then I started saying salmon. I said, "No, you don't pronounce the L in salmon?" She said, "Why not?" I said, "Just how it is, Grandma. So going forward, it's salmon." She like, salmon. So she started saying it back to back. Well, I'm going to say salmon. I'm 79 years old. I can say salmon. I was like, "Look, Grandma, no, you can't, man. Because you a cute grandma. You a good-looking grandma. You a feisty, upbeat, fire grandma. But you don't want to be out here messing it up with the salmon, man." I know all the little old ladies at church and stuff, they probably don't know either. But I want you to go spread the gospel at church of not pronouncing the L in salmon. Okay, that's what I want you to do going forward. That's going to be your ministry. okay? The Don't Pronounce the L ministry. For real, Grandma. I said, Grandma, it's salmon, okay? Just do it. She's like, well, I'm going to try. I'm not going to say I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try. I said, all right, great. That's good enough for me, okay? Sheesh, she country. She country. They from all my family, my grandma family, they from Stafford County, Virginia. Before how it is now. Now it's built up, but when they was growing up, it was the country. All right, so they just country, man, a damn salmon. But anyway, correct your people. I corrected my grandma. I correct people all the time. I was on a trip. People was ordering salmon all over the place. And a couple of them that I knew from, I said, look, man, we was down in Mexico. They was just salamoning it up. No. I said, look, man, it's salmon. And so hopefully going forward, they've corrected themselves. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to come through and tell y'all that, man, with these Boujee people who, they try to, they be trying to do it. They try, and it's fine. You always want to, I don't fault anybody for wanting to, live a great life and act, and, a lot of people go, act like you've been there before. Act like you don't get it too excited about fancy stuff and all that stuff. But I'm not on that same mode. I'm like, yeah, man, if you ain't never experienced it before, be happy about it. Don't act like you've been there before. But some people, they want to act like they are used to these things and all this stuff. And they just be out here exposing themselves as frauds. Okay? You're not. You eat Romanian lettuce. Okay? Like, you just can't do that. It's not Romanian, man. Now, there might be some Romanian lettuce. Romania, is that even still a country? I don't even know. So anyway, Romania might export lettuce. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is that wasn't what she was talking about. She was talking about romaine lettuce. Man, that shit was funny. I'll never forget that junk. And I ain't seen her. I haven't seen her since I started working at that company. That was like probably, I don't even know how long that goes. That probably was probably like 12 years ago. But it is still etched into my brain till this day. So I want y'all to just go out there, go forward. Don't let your people produce. Don't let your people pronounce the L in salmon, and don't let them call it Romanian lettuce. Okay? And that's it, man. I'm going to let y'all go, man. This your favorite Cousin Cornbread, episode number 27, Bad and Boujee, romaine lettuce, and the L in salmon. All right? Appreciate y'all for coming back, man. Like I said, go listen to them past episodes. If you ain't heard episode 26, go listen to that. If you ain't never heard none of the other episodes, go listen to all them joints, okay? And you can go find them on cousincornbread.com. Right, that's the landing page. You can go on there. You'll see the podcast right at the top, or you can just look through the menu and click it. You'll see some of my T-shirts that I got on sale, T-shirts and sweatshirts, socks, all that kind of stuff. Different little cornbread statement tees. Just different statement stuff I like to talk shit about, or that I think are important, like Black Dollars Matter, right? Or like Black Mental Health Matters, or Melanin versus Everybody, or Petty Inside. I made a joint called Petty Inside because a lot of people was very proud about being petty over the past few years. But there's a whole bunch Know Your Worth King, because y'all know I always support the men empowerment on this show. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming out with a joint for Know Your Worth Queen as well. I'm making a new design for that. I just ain't got on it yet. But y'all had that design probably by the end. I don't know. I'll have it out in a little bit, next couple weeks or so. But whenever you listen to this, I guess that ain't gonna really matter unless you listen to it this week. But yeah, there'll be a Know Your Worth Queen joint. There is a joint on there right now for the ladies called the Yes Bitch Brigade. Okay, because a lot of y'all chicks, y'all get riled up and y'all support y'all's girls and y'all be like, yes, bitch, yes. Right? So I got a shirt for y'all. So go buy one of those joints for your whole crew. Go about 5, 10, 12, 25, or however in your crew. But yeah, man, go on cousincornbread.com, or you can go on cornbreadspodcast.com, and that'll take you to directly to the the podcast page, or you can go on sextravelsportsfood.com, that'll take you directly to the podcast page as well. But I know that's a little bit long, so I truncated it for y'all. You hear me? cornbreadspodcast.com or cousincornbread.com. All right. I appreciate everybody, man, who shares, likes, comments, has done reviews. Go do them reviews, especially if y'all listen to this joint on Apple Podcast. Go do a review for me. You hear me? Rate it, review it, like it, share it. If you're on YouTube, follow the YouTube page. These do get posted on YouTube as well. You hear me? So yeah, man, I'm gonna let y'all go. And like I said, as always, Cornbread's 3 keys to life are: number 1, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Number 2, make a plan, or you'll always work for somebody who did make a plan. Number 3, don't drink and drive. You might spill some. Log out. Hello, this is your favorite play cousin, Cousin Cornbread, and this here is an ad for my newest sponsor, Anchor.fm. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and it's ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading this ad. I've used other hosting sites and grown my podcast over the past year, and the best thing about Anchor is that I've never had any downtime on my shows. Once I upload it, it's there, it plays on demand with no issues, and that's essential for timing and keeping my faithful listeners happy and engaged. Go to anchor.fm/start right now and start podcasting your little life away today. Log out.